disturbing. Shapeshifters losing their human forms, man-animal hybrids, and inhuman eyes. Today, we are looking at real shapeshifters caught on camera.
Oh God!
This CCTV footage comes from Michigan, USA. It shows a man dressed in black, wearing a top hat, walking calmly down the street on a rainy night. Everything seems normal until the sky suddenly roars with thunder. A bolt of lightning strikes him, and right before our eyes, his body twists and changes into a large black wolf. Viewers are convinced this is a real werewolf transformation caught on camera. But what do you think? Is this proof that werewolves actually exist, or just a clever hoax? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Strange Santa Claus.
Oh my God, it looked over here.
On the 24th of December, 2021, a man was decorating the Christmas tree in his house when he suddenly saw something unbelievable on the rooftop of his neighbor's home. A strange creature was standing there, wearing a red Santa Claus cloak and a backpack. What made the sighting even stranger was that the creature had long horns and was bound with a heavy chain. The man captured the moment on video and shared it online, where many people said it was the real Santa Claus, sent by Jesus Christ to deliver gifts to his loved ones.
On the roof?
The Catman. This strange footage left everyone on the internet stunned. It shows a black cat wandering along the pavement in Ontario, Canada. At first, everything seemed normal, but suddenly, the cat transformed into a man. What made the video even more strange was that at first, only the lower half of the man's body was visible. Everything above his abdomen was invisible. After a few seconds, his upper half came into view, and the man walked across the pavement. Some people said he might be a reptilian, as they are believed to have the ability to change their shape into whatever they want. Strange eyes. One Sunday, a man was watching the news on TV when he noticed something strange while Harris Faulkner, an American TV host, was speaking about defective airplanes produced by various companies. Suddenly, her eyes turned bright brown, and her pupils changed into straight lines, as if something hidden inside her was trying to reveal itself on camera. Then, somehow, she managed to return her eyes to their original color. However, when he shared the video online, people dismissed it as a hoax. Goatman. 2 years ago, a man was reciting verses at the grave of his relative because in his belief, it is a religious practice to recite at the grave of a newly departed person to bring them peace in the hereafter. As he began his recitation, a mysterious creature appeared out of nowhere in the graveyard and slowly approached the grave. It looked like a goat, but it was standing upright like a human. Its eyes were glowing, and it had long horns and a long beard, and it was growling. A cemetery worker recorded the video of the creature before anything bad could happen, but then suddenly it vanished into thin air, leaving behind only questions than answers. Later, netizens identified that maybe it was an angel. Strange transformation.
Oh God!
A spine-chilling moment was captured by a CCTV camera in France when a man was walking home late at night after leaving a club. As he walked along the pavement, he suddenly dropped to his knees, his body twisted, and he transformed into a dog. His clothes were left scattered on the ground as the dog sprinted away. Later, the viewers said that it was nothing but an effect of artificial intelligence. Forest shapeshifter. A hunter installed a trail camera in the Dacia forest in Greece to track the movement of bears and was shocked by what he later saw on the footage. A strange creature suddenly appeared out of the bushes. It had large horns and glowing eyes, with a surprisingly human-like upper body and an animal-like lower body. Later, he explained that it was a satyr, a mythical creature from Greek mythology. Human-like serpent. Deep inside an Indian forest, wildlife experts captured a strange creature and brought it back to their camp. Its back was covered in snake-like patterns and hard scales, and its whole body moved like a living serpent. They recorded it and posted the video online, and it spread everywhere. People around the world took it as Naga, a mythical snake that can shift between human and serpent form. Shape-shifting woman. On the night of May 10th, 2019, a CCTV camera in a small town in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, caught something very strange. A woman in a black abaya was walking calmly down the road. Suddenly, she stopped, sat on the pavement, and made a loud scream. In the next moment, her body twisted and changed shape. The woman vanished, and a black dog ran off into the darkness. People who watched the video were shocked and had no idea what they had just seen. Was she a witch who felt danger and turned into a dog to escape? Or another sinister cryptid that is still unknown? Let me know your thoughts about this clip in the comments below. Strange Susan Dell. This clip was filmed by a reporter during a press conference in the Oval Office in Washington, D.C. The camera focuses on a woman in a bright blue dress, standing calmly beside the podium. She is introduced as the wife of a famous billionaire who has recently donated billions to help children. But something seems wrong. Her smile twitches, her jaw moves strangely, then her eyes change. Her pupils stretch into thin, reptile-like slits that glow under the lights. The onlookers were looking at her in shock, and they were convinced that she was actually a reptilian, disguised as a human. Woman transformation. This CCTV footage gained a lot of attention online back in 2022. It shows a woman dressed in a long white outfit with a scarf on her head walking along the pavement when, all of a sudden, she transforms into a brown dog and darts across the road. First, the dog runs straight, then turns and continues running down the street. After watching this video, everyone was left stunned, as they had never seen a transformation like this before. Winged reptile human. One evening, people were returning home from work in South India when they saw a strange creature flying in the sky before landing on a building. They quickly pulled out their phones and began recording. The creature had an eagle-like head and wings, but a human-like body. Everyone was stunned, as they had never seen anything like it before. Then the creature took off again, gliding across the sky until it disappeared behind the building and was never seen again. The spectators thought it was Garuda, a mythical bird-like creature that serves as the vehicle of the Hindu god Vishnu. Peculiar ancient figures. A man was working on a research project about ancient Americans when he found a strange picture on the web. It appeared to be a group photo of Native Americans and Indians together, but there were also some shadowy figures with distorted faces. A dog-like figure could be seen as well, yet no one knows who these figures were or which race or community they belong to. It's also possible that their appearance was caused by the poor condition of the photograph, as it was taken hundreds of years ago. For now, the mystery of these figures remains unsolved. Crow-like creature. This video clip was captured in the U.S. Parliament while a judge was delivering a speech when a strange creature suddenly appeared out of nowhere and sat behind the members. The figure was dressed in black, wore a bandana on her head, and had no visible facial features, only a crow-like beak, an elongated mouth, and disheveled hair. When the video was circulated online, viewers were convinced that it was Morrigan, a mythical shape-shifting raven and the goddess of war and fate. Shadowy figure. This unsettling moment was captured by a home security camera in Luzon, Philippines. Late at night, a woman rushed into her house as if she sensed something behind her. Seconds later, a dark figure crossed the road. When the woman checked the street a little later, there were no footprints, which suggested that whatever it was, it might have been something paranormal, and she could not sleep the whole night in fear of a ghost. Terrifying creature. On the 17th of April 2017, a group of farmers was working in the fields in Gampong, Indonesia, when they encountered a creepy creature. It had a hairy, human-like body with feet, chest, and arms similar to a person. But what set it apart was its terrifying face. It had pointy ears, an elongated face, long, sharp teeth, and deep wrinkles. People from the village gathered around it, began recording videos and making guesses about what it could be, but couldn't find any solid answer. Peculiar newscasters. A man living in Brampton was watching the news on TV when he saw something that seemed to defy reality. Anchor Shannon Bream was reporting the news when her eyes suddenly turned creepy. She blinked, and for a moment, her eyelids disappeared. A new, differently colored pupil then appeared in her eyes. Startled by what he saw, the man grabbed his phone, started recording, and changed the channel, only to see another news reporter showing the same strange eye behavior. Later, when he uploaded the video to Instagram and asked viewers what they thought had happened, most people quickly dismissed it as a camera glitch or a lens filter that made the presenters look bizarre. Slender Man. A strange incident happened to a man living in Los Angeles, California, when his pet hens went missing, and he found only their feathers scattered around the farm. Suspicious, he checked the CCTV footage and discovered a creepy creature wandering through his house. It looked part human and part animal, running on all four limbs, with a human-like head and black hair. Terrified, he reported the incident to the police and showed them the video. They identified the creature as Slender Man and began searching for it in the area, but found nothing. Goat-like creature. A paranormal investigator installed a camera in a cemetery in Rome, Italy, back in 2018, and was stunned by what he later saw in the footage. A bizarre-looking creature standing beside a grave. The being had a human-like body, but webbed hands and goat-like horns on its head, and it appeared to be devouring something. Curious, he showed the video to his grandfather, who identified the creature as Faun, a mythical being from Roman folklore. Kitsune creature. A bizarre moment was captured by a traffic surveillance camera in Japan, showing a mysterious dark creature emerging from the darkness and moving along the road. After walking a short distance, it suddenly leapt backward and disappeared in an instant. At first, it was walking on two legs, but then it suddenly transformed into an unknown animal-like creature. Later, it was identified as a kitsune, a mythical fox-like being that can change its shape between human and animals to lure its victims. Creepy Erica Kirk. Recently, a video was shared on Instagram showing Erica Kirk, an American podcaster and businesswoman. What made this video creepy was that during a live interview, her eyes suddenly turned eerie. One of her pupils became a straight slit, like a lizard's. When this video went viral across the internet, the netizens claimed that it happened due to a camera glitch. But what do you think? Just a camera glitch or something far more sinister? Slit pupils. A man was caught by the police for impaired driving, and the news clip was broadcast on television to warn other young people. But viewers were startled by a chilling expression on his face when his eye color suddenly turned brown, and his pupils changed into thin slits, as if he were not human, but a lizard. When people watched this video, they were left wondering how his eyes could change like that. Was it a camera glitch or an elaborate hoax? Decide for yourself. Truth revealed. This unsettling clip shows Silvio Santos, a well-known American TV host, live on his show. At first, everything looks normal. Then, for a brief moment, his teeth seem to twist and grow sharp, almost like a vampire's fangs. The change is quick, but clear enough to scare viewers. When the video spreads online, people argue about what really happened. Some say it's just bad video quality or old, damaged teeth, while others believe it's something darker. Live shifting. This video was shared by an unidentified source and features a strange man sitting in the audience during a TV show. Suddenly, something bone-chilling happens. His pupils turn pale white, as if someone inside his body is trying to break free, but has forgotten that he is being recorded on camera. Even stranger, when the cameraman switches to an infrared view, his eyes remain exactly the same. No glitch, no hoax, just a man with shape-shifting eyes that accidentally was caught on camera. Cow humanoid being. In 2009, a man exploring an abandoned house in India came across something straight out of a nightmare. A gigantic figure with the head of a cow and the body of a man. Its dark, hairy form stood motionless, yet something about it felt deeply wrong. At first, he thought his mind was playing tricks on him. Then, the creature slowly lifted its arm and pointed, whether as a warning, a threat, or something else. No one could tell. Whatever it meant, he knew one thing for sure. It was something he would never want to see again. Creepy hide. A group of hikers was wandering through the deep Kielder forest in England when they heard a strange sound coming from behind the trees. They trembled with fear as it was nighttime and started searching the area with their flashlights when a giant creature suddenly appeared. The creature had an elongated face, glowing eyes, and a creepy smile. The hikers quickly caught it on tape, changed their route, and sped away to avoid any trouble. People online later identified it as a hide, a mythical creature from English folklore. Spiky creature. On Christmas Eve 2018, a man in Baldwin, Florida, was driving back from the store when he saw something terrifying outside his house. A dark, strange shape was clinging to the window of his house. He couldn't tell if it was facing the house or looking at him, but even from far away, he could clearly see its creepy head with sharp, spiky horns. Then, as if it noticed him, the creature dropped to the ground and crawled away quickly. That's when he saw it more clearly. It had human-like arms and legs and a strange cloth hanging over its back. Still, he had no idea what it was. Baba Yaga. Two hikers were exploring the remote mountains of Slovenia in Central Europe when they heard a strange sound coming from the bushes. They followed the noise, and what they found was bone-chilling. A peculiar creature with messy hair, pale white eyes, and a terrifying face staring right at them. They stayed for a few seconds, quickly filmed the strange figure, and then hurried away before anything bad could happen. Later, they posted the clip on YouTube, asking viewers to identify the creature. One person commented that it was Baba Yaga, a legendary being from Slavic folklore. Shapeshifters caught live. These clips went viral and left everyone stunned. During a live TV show, an attorney was talking about Rumisa Ozturk, a postdoctoral researcher arrested by U.S. authorities. But viewers quickly noticed something strange about the attorney's neck. There seemed to be a lump on both sides, as if something inside her body was trying to push its way out. The more people replayed the clip, the more unsettling it looked. Was she just an ordinary human under harsh studio lights, or was something else hiding beneath her skin? Many started to wonder if they were looking at a normal attorney or a reptilian shapeshifter in disguise. Creepy eyes transformation. A man was watching the news on TV when something strange caught his eye. The anchor was talking normally, but then his eyes changed. One pupil turned completely black, while the other went pure white. Shocked, the man grabbed his phone and started recording. Later, he showed the clip to a friend who works in the news industry. His friend calmly said it was just a camera glitch, but when you watch the video yourself, it doesn't feel that simple to be a glitch. Reptilian princess. This next clip was filmed by a media crew at St. James's Palace in London, and it shows something very strange about Princess Beatrice. As the camera zooms in, her face doesn't look normal. Her mouth half open, her eyes move oddly, and her expressions seem almost robotic, as if her face is being controlled by something else. Viewers who watched the footage online were shocked. Many began calling her a lizard lady, claiming she didn't look human at all. Later, when Princess Beatrice was asked about these strange expressions, she said that everything was natural and the rumors were not true at all. But after watching the video, do you really think it was normal, or is there something more hiding behind that royal smile? Unknown masked figure. On the night of August 23rd, 2023, a man was walking home after a long and exhausting day at work. As he reached his house, he noticed something strange on the stairs outside his door. A dark figure was sitting there dressed in black, with a mask covering its face. For a moment, he froze in fear. His heart started racing, but he quickly pulled out his phone and began recording, just in case something went wrong. Slowly, he moved closer to the figure, but before he could say anything, the creature suddenly vanished into thin air right in front of him. No footsteps. No sound, no trace. Was it just a well-planned hoax, or something far more sinister? Watch carefully and decide for yourself. Demonic voice. Shift. This bone-chilling clip was filmed during a live conference at the Duque de Caxias Palace in Rio de Janeiro, presenting Brazilian President Michel Temer. Everything seemed normal until his voice suddenly changed into something dark and terrifying, as if a demon were speaking through him. Moments later, he managed his voice back to normal, looked straight into the camera, and suppressed a disturbing smile. When he was asked later about this viral clip, he covered it up as a bad throat. Forest encounter. People in a small village in Indonesia had been hearing strange sounds coming from the forest for the last 10 days, but no one dared to go inside. There were rumors that the creature devoured anyone who went looking for it. Tired of the rumors, one man decided to enter the forest and search for the creature himself. He waited there for hours, and as he was about to leave, a strange creature emerged from the bushes and sat in front of him. It was part human and part animal. At first, the man stood frozen, unsure whether to run or face the creature. After a while, the creature darted back into the jungle. Later, the villagers explained they never heard the strange sounds again from the jungle. Strange hybrid creature. On the 28th of June, in Australia, a wildlife photographer was wandering in the Karri forest when he spotted this massive, beastly creature in the distance. It seemed like a hybrid creature with the legs of a lion and the head of an eagle. The creature even had massive wings on its back. After that first glance, he realized it looked just like a griffin. What shocked him even more was that in his 10 years of working, he had never seen this before, so he had no idea where it had come from. Then he informed the authorities to start a search for it, but they couldn't track it down again. Reptilian. During a live interview, social media influencer Jana Dialatra stunned viewers with her strange behavior. Everything seemed normal until her eye color changed, and for a split second, her pupils flickered and turned narrow and vertical, almost like a reptile's. The footage quickly spread online and sparked a lot of theories. Some people insisted she might not be human at all because she was a reptilian, while others dismissed the clip as nothing more than a glitch or staged hoax. When Jana was later questioned about the strange change in her eyes, she said she had no idea it had even happened. Mysterious pond creature. A man was exploring a forest in Alaska when he came across something he will never forget. As he reached a pond, he noticed a strange creature drinking water. It had a skinny body, long pointed ears, a white beard, wrinkled eyes, and large nostrils. The creature slowly turned its head and stared straight at him. Then, without a sound, it dropped low to the ground and crawled back into the dark jungle. To this day, the man has no idea what he saw that day. The memory of that creature haunts him every time he thinks about going to the forest. Mysterious road creature. On the 15th of April, 2023, a strange video was captured by two friends who were heading toward their house near Hazarabad in Jharkhand, India. A creepy creature was walking in the middle of the road. It had a skinny body and looked nothing like a human. The friends stopped and kept recording. The creature also stopped, turned its head, stared directly at them, and then began walking again. They couldn't tell whether it was a girl or a shapeshifter, which is why I'm asking you, what do you think it was? Strange creature. On September 23, 2024, a CCTV camera in Clovis, New Mexico, filmed something no one could explain. A strange figure was seen crawling along the pavement, unlike any known animal. Then, in an instant, it shifted into the shape of a man and calmly walked away. When the clip was posted online, it quickly started a debate about otherworldly beings. But to this day, no authority has confirmed what really appeared on that footage. Mysterious orb. On the 22nd of August, 2024, there was a robbery at a workshop in Bologna, Italy. So the security guard was watching the CCTV footage when he noticed something peculiar. An orb was floating in the air, and suddenly it turned into a man. It stayed there for a few seconds, then mysteriously disappeared, leaving only its shadow moving backward. No one knows who the man was, how he got there, or why his shadow remained when his body vanished, which confirmed that this was not just a thief, but a true shapeshifter caught on camera. Head rotating student. A strange video was captured by a student at a university in Houston, Texas. A professor had called a female student to the front of the class to show her blue vest to the others, as they needed to buy a similar one for an outdoor activity. The mysterious part was that as the woman stood in front of the class, her head rotated 360 degrees, as if she were not an ordinary person and had forgotten she was being recorded. Even more unsettling, the bag she had been holding in her right hand suddenly appeared in her left. Afterward, when the class fellows asked the girl how she had pulled this off, she insisted she had no idea how it happened, leaving everyone speechless. On-air transformation.
What really happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? Dead.
16 years ago, American news reporter Isaiah Carey was recording a routine segment in front of the camera when something unbelievable happened. Suddenly, his voice changed, and he began angrily shouting, as if his true self was trying to reveal itself on camera while he struggled to suppress his emotions. The video clip quickly went viral, and many people thought he was not human, but a shapeshifter. However, when he was later interviewed about the incident, he explained it by saying that a bug had flown straight into his mouth and he had accidentally swallowed it. That's why his behavior suddenly became so strange.
I'm dying in this country-ass uptown.
Now it's time for the most awaited subscribers pick of the day. This video was captured by a lumberjack in the boreal forest of Canada. He was cutting trees when something strange appeared between the trees. A half-human, half-horse creature stepped out of nowhere. In all his years visiting this forest, he had never seen anything like it. From the waist down, it had the body of a horse, while its upper body was that of a human, with long black hair. At first, he thought there might simply be a man walking beside a horse with its head lowered, and that his mind was playing tricks on him, making it look like a single creature. But then, in an instant, the creature bolted away at an incredible speed and disappeared from sight. Out of curiosity, he shared the video on Instagram, where some viewers identified it to be a centaur.